cheapest type of wood I'm using today is this called Mojo wood. I have 3 pieces and maybe a bit more, so these are the main wood that I'm going to use today. The second type of wood I'm using is this thing, the vine. That's vine. It is not a very common material that we use for aquascaping. I used it some time ago, not exactly this kind of vine, so I'm going to use this today. And I have this, they call it Talada wood. Yeah, Talawa wood. This is Mojo. I have one side wood, and I have this wood.
It's Sinker.
Okay, let's start the scaping today. Yeah, he say it should be here. I like to use big wood, so it's simpler. This is special effect. I did it on purpose. I would like to glue it now because the wood is so heavy. If I don't glue it, continue to work on the others, and if I touch it a little bit, it will collapse. What I will first do is that to glue these two wood to the tank glass. See the smoke? That is what we are waiting for. I will ask some of you to come and help me later to glue some wood. I glue 3 points now. 1 point here, 1 point at the back, and 1 point bottom. I think I will need some rock to anchor at the bottom, and then it should be. Well, at least it is not going to fall now, but I think I'm not satisfied yet. The wood is just too big, so I really need to find a way to secure it. Now, can somebody help me glue this piece? Glue it on this point, and then 1 point at the back.
Mind your fingers, Sunil.
Yeah.
And your eyes, because the smoke is coming very fast and it's not a pleasant.
You don't get stuck in Norway.
Thank you. And you have 1 piece of your work in Norway.
Right.
Quality check. Basically, the main structure is done. The main structure is 3 pieces of wood. Actually, this piece have very small function. You basically will not see it much, but it somehow hold this piece very nicely. The 3 main pieces of wood is done. This is the main structure of this scape. Yeah, it's secure now, I hope. Let's put on some other pieces. Some people, I know the Indonesian people, when they set up their tank without the front panel, without this panel. So it's very easy to work. You can put your hand in, and then once the Hardscape is done, they glue this panel in. That is how the Indonesian people do.
Wow.
The what?
What's meant to provide it with only 3 sides?
Yeah. And then you charge additional. After they finish, you charge additional to glue back this front panel. Yeah, I give you a business idea.
So Josh, choosing rocks and wood, did you consider it as a color scheme, like to match together, or?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. So unless I have a special theme that I want the tank to have certain feeling or certain colors, then I will have to make sure that the rocks fit the theme. I like to use cable tie a lot because I work alone at home. I need some help. Maybe you. The plan is to let this wood come out from the water. And also I have to consider the lighting. Yeah, so if I put the wood like this tank will not be able to put light. So I really have to consider how the lightings can go. I need 2, so don't let go of your hand. Okay, then you let go. How do I deal with this? So we have to cover this later. If you remember just now when we talked about in the master class that I want to create a flow, this piece is looking very unstable. It's like a big piece hanging. So this is the kind of feeling that to give this scape some dynamic feeling. And I hope that you can see the flow and the line that I'm trying to create is all flowing this direction. So when you go to a gallery, you want to see something that is more impactful. I don't care what is above, as long as it is looking when people coming in, we want to give people that kind of impact. This kind of thing is good for gallery, not good for contest Aquascape, because for contest you take a photo, they only see what is below the water. I don't think the light can hang so tall, it's not possible. Yeah, so the light should be here. So this is in a way, what I should do is that I should position this pointing to the back. Is it fun watching guys gluing? Okay, I think you can let go now. I don't feel so good about this big piece. I need to glue some more.
When you design like for competition, you make sketches or do you work in a dojo first or do you just have it in your head?
I don't have a dojo at home. I usually don't sketch. I only sketch when I want, and then people want to interview me, then I sketch. So I do it after. So no, I don't sketch. It is always in my head, and sometimes I do use some photo as my reference. For example, I go to, let's say, Google, and now then I find some nice thing I want to duplicate. Not nice tank, but nice natural scenery. So sometimes I print out the photo and I stick it and then I glue. And sometimes it is just in my head. And now we glue the cable tie to the wood. Let's cut one. That is why I don't like to use glove. If I have glove now, I cannot feel where is it. So it is a trade-off. You want to have a clean fingernails or fingerprints, or you want to have more precise location. I can feel it where I want to be. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's cut the last hole. Okay, it stays. Yes. Now we try to cover this. This is the piece that I use in the dojo. And I want to mention that I want to create some kind of curve here. Can someone help me to glue? Because no, the rock at the bottom is moving. We have to glue some.
We'll have to do more on that.
Correct?
Should we take this one first?
Yeah, glue the one first. Yeah, thank you. Now let's build this side. Wait, if some of you, if you watch my Green Aqua video, I mentioned about Lego. This is exactly how it works. You always need to combine something. Sometimes you do get a piece of wood that you put in, it works, but very rarely it happens that way. So this is what I meant by Lego. You always need to combine. So don't worry if you say you cannot find the perfect piece of wood. You can always buy more. Yeah, buy more.
Yeah, it's always.
Always buy more to do this. This is about the height that I'm looking for. I don't want to be too close to this height, so that it gives some kind of dynamic feeling also. And I actually would like to recommend to find some plants that you can plant on top. That is why one of the plants that I'm going to use is Hydrophilia pinnatifida. I will plant it at this level, so the bottom part is in the water, so it can grow some root, which is nice, and then the top part is just immersed. Can you help me to do? Are you tall enough?
Hope so.
Or you help me to hold? Yeah, hold like this. Hold like this. Yeah, good. How old are you?
10.
Same age as my son. And my son only play computer games. My son is probably this tall. Be careful your hand. Be careful your eyes. Okay, let go. Let go. Thank you. What's your name?
Ask.
Sorry?
Ask.
Sorry?
Ask.
I'm just kidding.
Just ask.
What is this wood again?
Coral sinker. actually from Green Aqua.
How do you feel about this one? Is it okay or not okay?
Looks good.
Looks good? Okay, you are responsible for this piece. I don't care.
I take full responsibility.
Yeah, okay, good. Come and help me to glue. Here. One more.
Finally, Björn Magnus could help Josh, his master.
My hero.
Yeah.
Really? Yes.
He made a aquascape after your
Congo.
Congo.
Ah, okay.
Tried my best.
Are you in any of the quiz just now?
No.
No?
Yeah, but you removed my name.
I give you a chance to put it back.
Yeah.
Since I'm your idol.
Ta-da. I'm back.
Yes. You have a big advantage now. We are coming to some very interesting part, which is the vine. It will give some additional texture and effect to the tank, because today we are discussing about flow. We discuss a lot about flow, and this is perfect. My plan is to do it this way, so it will really create a flow that is matching the top and also matching the two main roots. Can somebody help me to glue or to hold? Glue it here one point.
You want me to use this color?
Anything. Okay, and I need some tissue paper. Some of this will be covered by sand or soil, maybe like this. It is not showing much,
No,
but
it's hidden
actually
here.
it looks very natural.
Yeah.
But it is, this part is totally covered. So yeah, just now this gap is like two straight lines. So this one we have to avoid. In Aquascape, or let's say in when you do this, there are a few shapes that I personally feel that we should avoid. One is right angle. It is not nice. Round. Don't do anything that end up you have a round hole or something round. Not natural. Don't do something that is like parallel. So these are a few shapes that I feel that we should avoid.
How long will this vine wood last in the tank?
I used it before, at least my personal experience, 8 months. But of course, it doesn't mean that after 8 months it will rot. I dismantle my tank after 8 months, so at least 8 months is fine. But what is the worst that you can get? The worst you can get is that it is coming off, and you just take it away and throw it, and the scape will be slightly different. So it is not a big risk. Sometimes if we are too concerned about certain things, we tend to not follow the best design that we have.
When you are creating a scape for a competition, do you think about what the judges are going to like?
I used to have this kind of thinking that I really want to impress, and to be honest, I study the judges, so I know that these judges, they give higher mark to certain scape, and then I try to, please the judges so that I can get more points. I don't care anymore. I do really something that I like. This is good, but I need to press it down, because if it's coming up, it is somehow, I don't like this thing coming up. So I need to press it down. And now my finger is glued to the vine.
Why didn't you put it there?
I didn't know.
Oh.
And now let's do something more challenging. I want any of you to find a piece of wine and then put it in a position that you think is good. Yeah.
Bubbles rise in a silent song, ripples like whispers all night long. Light refracts on scales so bright, beneath the surface just tonight. In your castle in the sea so
Yeah, I'm good.
Tiny kingdoms where dreams reside. Through the currents you gently glide.
The thing with using the vine is that when you put in the first piece, it usually doesn't look so impressive. We need to put a lot so to create that pattern. I think we need a bit, 1 or 2 more on this side, and then we are done. The vine, I feel, is enough already.
Yeah.
It somehow complement the two main thing and create the flow. I feel that here we need to have slightly more. We are almost done on the hardscape. What I will do now is that I plan to use this to fill those gaps inside. This will somehow still be able to hold it a little bit, and it has another advantage of preventing the soil from the front coming out to the sand. If let's say you are using sand, just don't press now. Can you now reach this hole? Okay. No, go in further, Okay, it's fine. I think it's fine now.
Okay.
And now I want to be, we are at the stage where we are going to put the soil and the sand now. So I just want to further secure the woods. And in this case, because I'm going to, that is why I like to put the soil first. I will let the soil go even to the area and where I want to put sand. After that, I put the sand to cover over the soil, and the soil will not come out. So we are using ADA power sand.
You don't use this in contact tanks then, basically?
No, because I rescape my contact tank like every 6 months or so. Yeah, so I don't use it.
And you don't reuse the soil?
I use for
Reuse?
reuse usually half the soil, because I think that every tank will need some fresh soil to keep the nutrients. Can you see the composition now?
Triangle.
Yes. The plan is to plant this side very tall plant. That side will be very low. So this side I'll be using cypress helpfrey and some taller plants. That side will be mostly mini hairgrass, HC cuba, small one. So the plan is to use the plant also to complement the flow. You see the woods, we are arranging it this way. Yeah, so the plants should also did that way. So the plant will come out from here and then go the other side. And then we have no winners. I'm not too sure about this wood. I need your opinion. You have to consider whether this will affect the flow and whether it will add some depth, because this is really small. I will have a little bit of plant at the back for sure. So we will cover part of the wood, so the wood will not be very visible. And that is actually the effect. The final effect would be, yes, you are right, the wood, and then there will be plants growing among the woods, covering a bit of the wood. I can imagine that at the back will be maybe some bavula. Front will be mini hairgrass plus some HC cuba.
A secret world in our fingers we hold. Fish glide by in a tranquil parade. In this bubble of life we have made. Rocks and driftwood sculpting the scene. Moss creeping over with a delicate sheen. Nature's canvas in our glass frame. Every detail chanting your name. Dive with me to a secret show where ferns and coral with a delicate sheen. Nature's canvas in our glass frame. Every detail chanting your name. Dive with me to a secret show where ferns and corals softly glow. Underwater dream we compose in this world that nobody knows. Lights shimmer like stars in a faraway sky. Plants reaching up to feel the high. Bubbles float up and dance with time in this blue silence, pure and prime. Crystals clear and plants so bold, the symphony of life in a liquid mold. Colors swirl in the gentle stream, crafting together this shared dream. Dive with me to a secret show where ferns and corals softly glow. Underwater